What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well today. And to all my new supporters joining us for the first time, welcome to the family. I hope everybody enjoys this video today just as much as myself because this was highly recommended. Although I feel like I know some of the shocking things about Canada, I may not know them all. Everybody, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. Today, I will be reacting to 10 things that shock tourists about Canada. Hey, there's something new to learn every day, so I probably am not aware about the 10 things that shock tourists on this list. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're in Vancouver, British Columbia.
It looks
here
beautiful.
On the west
Look at
coast
the mountains,
of Canada.
the water,
and today what we
sand.
have for you are the 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to beautiful Canada. And the thing is, before I get started on my top 10, I want you to know, shock number 0, something you should know, Canada is not a frozen wasteland all year round. I know a lot of people have this impression that it's polar bears and snow everywhere in Canada. Here in Vancouver, it hardly ever snows, okay? And the rest of the country, it's not snowing cold all year.
So you telling me if I move to Canada, I should transition over to Vancouver because they have the best weather? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what you're telling me?
Year round. Look.
Look at the sand, man.
Shorts, t-shirt, okay? So that's one thing I want to get out of the way before we even get started, all right? Now, let's get started with the actual shocks when you do come here. The first thing that shocks tourists when they come here to Canada is how friendly and kind and helpful the Canadian people are.
Right.
I know you have all these jokes about everybody's there, buddy, but honestly, I've come to Canada multiple times. It's actually the first foreign country I ever went to. And the people, since I was 8 years old till now, have always been fantastic. When I've met Canadians, when I've traveled and other places around the world, the people are super nice. And you're shocked that, man, it's not a show. They really are super friendly and super helpful and super nice. And yes, they do say sorry a lot, but the thing is they are super kind. And that's one thing that shocks people. It's like, wow, they really are as nice as people say they are. Yes, they are. Yes, of course, there's some jerks, but there's jerks everywhere. But in general, you'll be shocked how nice and helpful they are. So if you have any problems, you don't know the direction you should go, you don't know where you should eat, which beer is the best beer to have, make sure you ask a local. They'll definitely help you out. Now, the second thing that shocks tourists when they come here is, you have these nice people and they actually give nice service. But the thing is, the second shock is that the prices that those nice people tell you are never the end price that you actually pay. Look, here in Canada, you'll be shocked that there's sales tax.
Yeah, we're used to that over here too with the taxes. You said it was $5? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. It's only $5, man. Come on, it's only $5. You get up to that register, $7.38. $7.38? What you mean it's $7.38? It said $5 on the tag. Tax. Look on the receipt after tax. That's annoying. That is so annoying. I mean, just put the tax price on it right away. Why can't we do that? So annoying, man.
Tax and tipping when you come
Especially
here.
if you only have
so
cash.
The price is never what you actually pay. And the thing is, the sales tax they have here in Canada is different by provinces, okay? So you might have what's called, you'll see GST, okay? Goods and services tax, 5% here in Vancouver. Or if you're in Ontario, you might see HST, harmonized sales.
15%. 15%? Oh, you need to have that money. You better have a good, stable job.
Tax. And over on the east, it could be 13 to 15% added onto your bill. So you'll have your price, you'll go to pay, and then that'll be added on the end. So don't think that one loony thing you're buying is going to be one loony. You might have another 5 cents put on top of it, okay? So do have a heads up for that one. That kind of shocks people. Another thing that shocks them is that when you go out to eat, you do have to tip. And just like other places, like in the U.S., it's 15 to 20% that you tip on top of your food bill.
Right.
Okay, so just remember, you have your money to pay, always have at least another 15% just to be sure to cover those prices, okay?
And this was actually a big shock to me when I found this out about Canada because I thought that was only something we did over here in America, tipping people. When you go to Europe, you can't tip. They don't accept tips. It's a sign of disrespect. I know some other countries as well, but Europe is one of them big ones. It's a sign of disrespect. When I visit the UK, I'm very nice and generous. I like to show my hospitality, especially for good service. Great service, good customer service. I appreciate it very much because we don't really get that too much. So when I get really good customer service, I'm very satisfied. So I want to tip you. Let me give you my money. Take my money, please. And out there in Europe, they're just not taking it, man.
Okay,
Please
so
take
that's
it.
one thing you should know. But what's cool about it when you do go out to eat here with friends, they split the bill really easily, which shocked me because my cheap friends can't pawn stuff off on me. So that's really cool, okay? Because it's already split up. No, dude, that was yours. So you have that. Now,
Right,
the
right,
third
right.
thing that shocks tourists when they come here to Canada is how huge Canada is. I mean, it's one of the largest countries by size in the entire world. You know, when you look at the map, you're like, it's huge. Like, oh, that's just the map skewing the size. No, even if you put it on a globe, the country is huge. Okay, and so when you talk, and I've talked to travelers that are coming here, they're like, oh, I'm gonna fly in Toronto, then I'll go over to Quebec City, and then we'll go to Vancouver. I'm like, that's it, it's really huge. I hope you're gonna fly. Look, if you get a chance, you know, WestJet's really nice. Air Canada, I've always had a good time with them too.
That sounds like me not knowing how big Canada actually is. I'm over here saying things like, I'm going to do it all in a day. I'm going to do it all in a day. Continue to give me more things to do on the list. I'm going to do it all in a day. No, I'm not.
No,
No, I'm not.
no problems with either one. Make sure you use those flights to go places because the drives are insanely long. Okay. Also, that insanely long, sometimes you see funny things like we drove from Prince Edward Island to Toronto, so we didn't use our own advice, but we stopped along the way,
That's
and we
far.
noticed that the moose signs, as you got closer to Prince Edward Island, PEI, the moose got bigger and bigger. So I'm kind of scared for the moose. Whatever they're eating in PEI must be pretty fortified. Okay, but honestly, the country is huge, and make sure you plan accordingly. So maybe what you do is you plan regions. Like, hey, I'm going to do the West Coast, so let's do
Right.
Vancouver and Victoria and stay around here. Maybe go over to Calgary. You know, it's still kind of far, but you know, Banff and stuff like that. Kind of put those together, and then do like a Quebec City, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto trip. Focus on those areas because otherwise you're going to be spending so much time in the car going places that kind of takes away from your trip. Okay.
Good to know.
Now the fourth
Good to
thing that
know.
shocks people when they come to Canada is how beautiful.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This right here looks very comforting. I'm sorry. I love when, oh, that looks so comforting. I love vintage style buildings that are close together to create more of a snug, area, a cozy atmosphere. This is nice with the trees behind and the landscape. Look. I'm just a simple guy. I'm a simple guy. It's not hard to make, a man happy. It really isn't. It really
It
isn't.
takes away from your trip. Okay.
I'm
Now the
so
fourth thing that
simple.
shocks people when they come to Canada is how beautiful Canada is. I mean, the natural beauty of Canada, whether you're going to Whistler or you're going to Banff around here or the mountains just there, or going out whale watching here in Vancouver, or you're like, well, maybe I don't like the West Coast. Oh, then go to PEI and have the red beaches there and go there
PEI
and
a
see
little
the views from
expensive,
there and
though.
the islands there, or go check out Niagara Falls, or go to the dozens and dozens of national parks and the provincial parks and all the beauty and beautiful nature that's around Canada. Because that's honestly, for me, the number one reason to come to Canada is the nature. It is gorgeous. So wherever you're going to go, make sure you pack a pair of hiking boots or a pair of hiking shoes so you can walk out and take a hike, okay? Whether you're here in Vancouver or Toronto's a little bit tough, but you can get to a provincial park relatively close to Toronto and check things out because that natural beauty here, I mean, you just sit there and take picture after picture after picture.
Yeah.
I remember I was going through the lakes and the little islands along the U.S.-Canada border. I'm just like, snap, snap, snap. I'm like, why do I keep taking pictures of the same kind of stuff? Because it is so beautiful. Now, the fifth thing that's
And you can't feed the animals, man. Don't feed them. Leave them be. They go keep on coming back. Leave them be.
shocks tourists when they come here is how much the Canadians really, really love hockey. I mean, really love hockey. I know we're passionate about sports in the U.S. and they're passionate about sports in Europe and stuff like that, but hockey isn't just a sport here. It's a way of life. Okay, it's the de facto ad for every single product sold. If you watch TV, you will find some channel that's talking about hockey, whether it's in season or out of season, and you can watch games. And if you get a chance to go to a hockey game here in Canada, in one of the big cities or go to one of the more minor leagues, check it out. It's a fun thing to do. But what's crazy for me is whenever I watch TV and I see commercials and stuff like that, the typical commercial I see in Canada, it's a mom picking up her kids or dropping her kids off at hockey practice, or she's talking to her friends at hockey practice. That's how it is, whether you're talking about medicine, tissues,
Liam, what does the
cars.
dinosaur say?
It's always mom at hockey practice. I mean, that's how much it is a part of the culture here. So when you do come, you're looking for a fun thing to take home with, grab yourself a Canucks hat or get yourself a Maple Leaf jersey, or actually for me, I think actually the Winnipeg Jets have the coolest hat. But for me, the Nordiques, you're right there. You may be gone, but you're still right there, okay? Just so you know.
Wait, is there any way I could get that hockey mask he had, the goalie had? Yeah, whoa, goalie? I don't think it's called a goalie. Goalkeeper? What is the person called that protects the net in hockey? I don't know much about hockey. I'm just trying to learn. So please do not get on me in the comments. What do they call the goalie keeper? The gatekeeper? I'm not even going to take these guesses because this sounds ridiculous. That sounded like soccer. The goalie? Somebody please let me know in the comments down below. What is the person called that protects the puck from reaching the net, from getting inside the net? Please let me know in the comments. But can I get that mask he had? It was blue with the Canadian, with the maple leaf right here. And it was nice, shiny. That was unique. That was fly.
Hockey is
And I
really
love
Canada.
blue.
That's what's going to shock you. And following on with that hockey kind of stereotype thing is the maple syrup type stereotype thing. And that is the sixth thing is how much maple syrup really is in almost everything here. Now, not everything, but you'll be surprised how many maple syrup infused, flavored, put into, covered in dishes and treats and snacks and mints and
Drinks?
things they have here in Canada.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm about to
it's
say.
all over the place. My son loved the maple mints. I'm like, maple syrup? Yeah, I can put that on. Sure, I had one. They called it the French Canadian pizza. They put maple syrup on it too with bacon and stuff. Like, that was really good.
Okay, so does it taste like honey then? What? Syrup on the pizza is something new I've heard. Syrup on pizza? It can't be like our syrup, you know? No, because our syrup is more dark and brown. It's syrupy. It's actual syrup, I guess I could say. I mean, we would treat it as actual syrup. Just eat it with some pancakes and waffles, you know? Bacon on the side, not put it on a pizza. There must be something different with that maple syrup. It's a little lighter. It looks more golden. Does it taste like honey? I don't know if people put honey on their pizza, but it sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you got some.
But seriously,
some
the
beef.
maple syrup thing is next level here. So for a
pepperoni, I don't
tourist,
eat pork,
get
but-
some maple syrup to take home. You will appreciate it because, oh my God, it is so good up here. But it really is a real thing. Like, it's not just a joke. It's shocking how much maple syrup is up here in Canada. Now, the seventh thing that shocks tourists when they come here to Canada is français. Yes, French. Yes. If you're going into Quebec, you need to know a little French, okay? Now, people speak English there, no big deal, but you'll see everything's in French there. At least in the menus, it's like French is this size font and then English is this size font, okay? You will see that. And the thing, though, is though there is French and it is an official language of Canada, the actual shocking part is once you get out of Quebec and like the provinces right on Quebec's edges, you actually don't hear French very much at all. Here in Vancouver, I think the only people we've heard speaking French are tourists from France and tourists from Quebec. Okay, so a lot of people like in the U.S. were taught, oh, it's English and French, and everyone speaks English, and everybody speaks French like
That's what I
equally
thought.
fluently. It's not that way. Just in Quebec. Okay, just in Quebec, French. All right.
Good to know. Just in Quebec, French. Okay. I used to think everybody in Canada, well, because I thought the schooling system forced it on everybody to learn French. I mean, just in case you want to travel to Quebec.
Now, the eighth thing that shocks tourists when they come here to Canada, and one thing I love about it is how safe you feel when you do come to Canada. Look, the country's huge, so there's times that you're alone. I mean, how many people have walked behind me on this beach in this city of 3 million people almost? Nobody. Okay,
I
mean,
only
think
see
there's
one
guy who
person.
went by. You can have these empty spaces, you can be alone, or you can be...
There was one dude behind him, and he had jeans on. He wasn't even getting in the water, man. He wasn't even getting in the water. That's what I'm saying. There's so many beaches to travel to, and that's what I like. That's what I love. I don't want to go to a crowded beach, you know? We only got like 3 options over here in the state I'm at. It's packed. Everybody and their mother is there. I want to be out and about where it's private. It seems like it's private, at least. It feels like more of a privilege. Ooh, it's just us here? You mean to tell me we got the whole beach to ourselves? Oh, it's beautiful.
in the city and you feel safe.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things about coming to Canada is this safety. Low crime rates, all kinds of stuff like that. It's great. And as a traveler, travel with your kids and stuff like that, it is an amazing feeling. Now, having said that, obviously there's certain parts of town, like there's parts of Vancouver you don't go to, in Toronto you don't go to, you know, but in general, just common travel sense for safety, you're gonna be fine. And it's so great to relax and be able to put my bag over there and film and stuff like that. It's awesome. I think the only safety things you need to worry about is maybe, you know, if you're going to be going in the national parks and stuff like that, you know, the bears, you don't feed the bears. Don't feed the wildlife, okay? That's your probably most dangerous things, okay? Because bears, they like people. A lot. No, 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 no. You'll see t-shirts with it, all right? So just have a heads up for that one. Now, the ninth thing that's going to shock you when you come here is that you're going to make a best friend.
Eh?
Yes, and your best friend, his name is Tim Horton. Look, if you're not sure, Tim Hortons is a restaurant chain. It's like a coffee shop. It's like Dunkin' Donuts.
I heard Tim Hortons kind of died out once they started adding new things to the franchise. I'm hearing 50-50, man. I'm hearing both sides. People like Tim Hortons, and some people be like, Tim Hortons is whack. You could go somewhere else. I mean, I gotta try it. I gotta try it because, I have to try it. It's an iconic franchise within Canada. How can I not try it? I don't think we have a Tim's over here in the United States of America. But I feel like I've seen a comment with somebody saying, no, you do. You do have a Tim Hortons. It's like one, I think, right when you cross the border. That's because it's very close to Canada. But other than that, if you keep on going deeper into the United States, nah. You start running into Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. I don't even mess with them. What's it called? Starbucks got the E. coli in their food and drinks. How you got it in drinks too? And Dunkin' Donuts is disgusting. You find here in your food all the time. The food overpriced, and it's not the best. It's not really the best. Unsanitary. They don't really cover up the stuff. Flies and bugs just crawling over your donuts. Oh,
Donuts and a Subway and a Starbucks kind of mixed together with a big dose of Canada.
Ooh.
Like super nice people. The donuts are really good, okay? And like the Timbits, little tiny ones, pick some of those up. But you'll be shocked how Tim Hortons becomes one of your friends.
I will.
Because think about it. Tim Hortons is there when you need him. Right, just like your friends are. Oh, I need some breakfast. Oh, there's a Tim Hortons across the street. Oh, we're on a highway, man. I wish someone could give me a chance to take a break from driving. Oh, there's Tim Hortons over there. And you pull off and it's there and it gives you a chance to relax. But also, Tim Hortons is there when you don't want him there, when you're in your bad moods. Oh, I need some coffee. Tim Hortons is there for you in the morning. I mean, it's funny how they're all over the place, okay? And the thing is the people are nice, the food's good, the donuts are the best for me. And it's all over the place. So if you're a tourist, and especially if you have to pay for breakfast at your hotel, don't. Just go to the Tim Hortons. Believe me, there's one down the street. Just go out your hotel, take a right. It'll be right there. Okay, you'll see.
You gotta find a hotel where it's included.
And that's what's so shocking about it. I was like, wow, until you come to Canada, you don't realize how
beaver tails. I'm gonna go give me a beaver tail.
Tim Hortons and how a restaurant chain can become your friend. All right. And the 10th thing that shocks tourists when they come here to Canada are all the Canadianisms. Look, all those fun things you hear about Canada, sometimes it really does happen. Yes, the maple syrup addiction and the hockey addiction, yes, I talked about that. But yes, their flag, they're very proud. You come here, wow, you love your country. Why shouldn't they? The place is gorgeous. And you'll see the flags flying and stuff like that. When you have some of the treats, beaver tails, oh my God, it's like fried dough with some cinnamon sugar on top. It's amazing. You're in Ottawa, grab some, or anywhere if you can, get them. Or for me, the life-changing event of coming to Canada is having poutine, which is French fries and cheese curds with gravy on top. And if you can get it with the pulled pork on there too, oh my God.
Okay, I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork. I don't eat gravy either, but it's gravy, man. Go ahead and drizzle a little gravy on there. I really got that much taste. I got to try the traditional dish, man. I have to, without the pork. I don't eat that swine. It looks delicious.
Life-changing. Yeah, having some smoked meat. Yes. Have that salmon candy. Have that copa. Have those things out there. Their meat is so good here, whether it's a sandwich or just eating it and with your friends and stuff like that. Yes, they do have the ketchup chips. And yes, they do have the milk in the bags like we were talking about. There's so many great little Canadian things. Yes, you'll hear them say sorry a lot, like I talked about before. And occasionally you will hear them say, eh? You know what I'm talking about, eh? You will hear that, not as much as you used to, sadly, but it still shows up. And that's what's so cool about it, is you get to have this great time with a good spirit to go along with it. So do have a great time when you are here in Canada. I will not be shocked if you do, because the people are nice, you got some cool food, you got some amazing nature, and just an overall great
He made that face like, oh, I ain't doing that again.
great time. So if you like this video, we really do appreciate your like, subscription. So click that like button, click that subscribe button,
Oh,
maybe
man.
share it with your friends, and let me know, what are some of the things that shocked you about visiting Canada or other places around the world? Put it in the comment section below so we can know. And if you do like travel videos like this, and you click that subscribe button, we put out new travel videos every week.
Please let me know in the comments down below, what are some of the most shocking things that were not on this list about Canada? I would love to know. If you guys enjoyed this video just as much as myself, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on so you do not miss another one of these reaction videos. Everybody, feel free to spam my comment section and use that suggestion link down below in my description if you would like to recommend some more of these intriguing educational videos for me myself to react to. And please feel free to share this video and this channel to your friends and family members. Whoever you feel may be interested in joining the family along on a daily basis to check out some of these amazing videos. Once again, thank you so much everybody for joining me today on this marvelous day to check out this amazing video on the 10 shocking things tourists should know about Canada. Once again, I'll catch you all in the next reaction video. Stay safe.